Hey YouTube, Marth88 coming at you live, recorded, live, whatever, same thing. I appreciate you guys stopping by. The playlist you guys are about to see is what I would like to call something that really disgusted me a lot, but was a lot of fun in doing so. We decided to, as a group from Killer Alliance, to get games together that we wanted to see how much and how bad could we depip killers if we try to do what the game requires us to do to get the gens and get out. Then we decided before we even started the night tonight to up the stakes, to not use crutch perks, DS, sprint burst, borrow time, self-care, the list goes on. We decided to actually start doing this completely and utterly perkless. No add-ons, no offerings, no nothing. Just us, our comms, and communication. We started the night off with a plan of just doing it for a couple of hours and moving on. Then the game started going way too much in our favor, and we decided to continue on the night to see, statistically, out of 100 games, how bad and how destructive SWF and the Gen Rush high rank gameplay is for killers. Then we started the night. We went on an 18 game streak before we met our first killer, which was Freddy Krueger, that I kind of figured before we started the night would be our biggest threat. Not because Freddy's strong, but when you don't have self-care as a survivor, that is the ultimate buff for Freddy, because now we can't automatically just pop out of it anytime we want. We actually have to find someone to help us. And that's what gives Freddy his ultimate strength. But going throughout the night and the games that you'll see here, it's going to be a 100 game series that I will be posting. The first night we did 44 games. The other games will come as time goes, but I'll upload them in short bursts on YouTube so that way you guys don't get overwhelmed. But let's just say the results in the end of the first night were pretty bad. I will post in the links of each game the stats, the Google website, Google Stats. That way you guys can keep track with us on how the games go. And then one of my viewers is keeping a more detailed list of what maps we faced, how many Moors we faced, what killers we faced, etc. And then once the 100 games are complete, I will release all that information. This is not to smear anybody. This is just a statistical for science, pretty much. We want to see what in the base core of the game needs fixing. And a lot of people will say most of it's just because of SWF. Yes, a lot of it is the communication. But the thing is you have to realize we aren't using anything that makes the games go faster. We aren't using any perks that delay the game even longer. And we aren't using anything that increases our lifespan a lot longer. And by the end of the first night, I was completely shocked on how much of a low percentage killers actually beat us. We have faced some of the better killers, because a lot of killers started throwing kitchen sinks at us, completely trying to counter our builds, bringing the most OP add-ons they could. And a couple of the main killers, which I won't mention their names out of respect, they'll probably come in and chat every once in a while, because even them knew how tough the games were. One of them killed us. 2 of us. They didn't get all 4 of us, killed 2 of us and pipped. He was actually the first killer to actually pip against us as a huntress with really damn good perks for slugging and add-ons to really slow down our gen progression with the begrimed head and a babushka. And with the few mistakes that we made, he got a 3 slug down and there was no way of coming back from it. And it was a damn tough game and hella fun. I think that's the most fun I've had as a survivor and I don't know how long. Because we didn't have the OP stuff to make it completely and utterly useless for him. And he literally came into my chat afterwards and said, dude, that was a freaking tough game. And it felt good, not because I have so much respect for this man, but at the same time, it just comes down to, it's the nature of the beast. A killer has to bring their most strongest crap to even have a chance to deal with the perkless squad on comms, especially. But I'm hoping these vids will do some good. Granted, more likely they'll fall on deaf ears, most of it. But I do appreciate those who do give it the opportunity to learn from it and to hopefully shed some light and hopes of maybe something coming from this to make the game better. Because of a killer and player of over 3,000 hours, I want this game better for both sides, because hell, if we can make this a bigger and better game, it's going to be better for everybody. And, you know, maybe it'll last for several more years down the road. The thing is we need game balance. And right now, as a core, the game isn't. Granted, it's an asymmetric game. You'll never have 100% balance. But the thing is when you guys will watch these videos and when you guys look at the stats, you will tend to realize how lopsided it is. The devs want to go for a 2-2 ratio. 2 kills, 2 escape. Understand that 100% perfect ratio, you know, means if the killer's a lot better than survivors, the killer will take over. Survivors are a lot stronger than the killer, the survivors will take over. But in the end, if you have equal squads, you know, you're going to have, it's going to be a tug-of-war battle. But the thing is it's really not. It really isn't. With all the stuff that's come into this game, since the beginning of the game, perk-wise for survivors, add-ons offering, you know, not offerings, but the add-ons they have with BMPs, destruction of 20% of the game if they successfully use it, instant medkits to make chases last longer, and you're going to see some of these games last 3-4 minutes max sometimes. That's easy for one survivor to run a loop. It's ridiculous. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I will be bringing these games as much as we can. We're only able to really do these type of content to put more games out every weekend, but I've got 44 games to put up on this first weekend, so I'll throw them out throughout the weekend. I should be able just to get a study pad out for you guys. But other than that, guys, it's been a long night. I do appreciate everybody. You guys be safe. Love you guys, and thank you so much for watching the channel.